Okay, this is going to be the next part of the Hyundai Genesis 2.0 turbo engine rebuild. I did hone the cylinders in this last night because there's a little roughness where the water had sat, and I couldn't clean it off with a cloth or a little soft brush or anything, so I just honed them. Very lightly honed them, just to where it felt super smooth again. I'll give you a quick kind of walk around and what we're going to do today. And then this is going to be another like fast forwarded video because it would be hours long if I didn't do that. So here's where the engine is today. I give it a little bit of a clean. I did hone the cylinders like I said. I've ordered a bunch of parts: exhaust gasket, head gasket, new head bolts, rocker cover seals, or rocker cover gasket. I picked up a new serpentine belt today because I was at the auto parts store. Here's a look at my parts pile. Expansion tank, heat shields, right? Radiator fan, air intake, airbox, nuts, bolts, right rocker cover, a couple of pulleys. Let me show you where the engine is, or where the head is. Sorry. So to get the head out, you got to take certain things off at first, and these caps are left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure you keep everything in order. You do have to pull this little slinger sleeve out just to get to one of the head bolts. No big deal. End cap, guides, chain, both camshafts, and all our cam followers, which none of these had shims in them, so I was surprised. I thought these were shimmed for the timing, but no. Yeah, front cover. I ordered new head bolts. I think I just said that. So these are all going to get thrown away. The head itself is here. I did pick up a new valve lapping tool and some paste this morning. Just because I couldn't find my other stuff. I grabbed some carb cleaner too. So next step is we're going to clean this head top, bottom, inside and out. I'm going to pull all the valves out of it. I did order valve stem oil seals. I think I said that too. But that's going to be the video for today. Top tip, get yourself a box and just drill 8 holes down each side of it. And you've got, it's a 16 valve motor, so 16 holes. And then I just mark it front and exhaust and intake. And front on this head, this is the front side. All right, so this valve here will go in this hole here. That way you can just remember where they went. And then we're going to clean them all up, clean the head, start prepping it for getting it put back together. So that's it. If you're doing head work, I mean this is what you got to do. know the fucking YouTube's gonna freak out because I used this on the head. Well, relax there, YouTube. I know what I'm doing with this. I know how to use it. It's not the first head I've done with one of these. I know you shouldn't do it. It's not the right way to do it. You should use a block and sandpaper and do it all perfectly correct the right way. Suck it. I use this. Okay, so quick update on everything I got done today. I did lap in all the intake and exhaust valves. No big deal. It took about an hour. Arms are killing me. My arms are very tired. Can't really do anything else. I need parts. I've ordered valve stem oil seals, head gasket, exhaust gasket. I ordered all the parts I needed last night from Hyundai. I think they're going to show up middle of next week sometime. So I'll come back out here next week, you know, whenever that stuff shows up, rebuild this head and start getting everything ready for reassembly. I still got a bunch of cleaning to do. The front cover, I got to clean that. I got to clean the mating surface on the engine. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. I'll come out. I'll get like restless in the house. I'll come out here and I'll just start doing stuff. So yeah, I'll get that done, and then the next video will be rebuilding this head, putting the valves back in it. Springs, the collets, all that stuff, cams, everything, right? The head's got to go into the car, and then the cams will go in, and all the caps, all that stuff, right? So that'll be the next video. Right now, I'm just waiting for parts. That somebody's going to ask, so I figure I'll show you the tool I have for pulling out the valves. The one I have is made by Lyle, and there's two different sizes. I think I used you know what, I forgot to clean that tool. It's nasty. Here, I'll do it this way. So there's two different sizes, and each one of these is both a remover and installer. Let me clean this up and I'll show you how that works. All right, I just give this a bit of a wipe down. So how this works, this is the one I used for these valves in this engine. They were fairly small. And inside here's a magnet, and basically what you do to remove them, you just use this piece, and that's probably what you saw me doing. You put this on the top of the spring, support the spring underneath with a rag or something, something that the spring can hit, and then just hit it at the left top of the hammer. Not hard. You don't need to beat the piss out of it. Just give it a little tap, and what this does is it jars the collets up out of there. And there's a magnet in here, sucks them in. You probably saw me fishing them out, right? So that's how you remove. And when you go to reinstall, you're going to use it this way. So you take your cap for your spring, your two collets. Let me see if I can show you. I filled all these up with brake clean. Just letting them soak. So here's how this works, right? So you just take your collets, slide them in there. Oh crap! I'm not looking at the camera, so sorry. Oh my god, it's hard to do with one hand. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So you line them up like that, right? Get them ready to install. Make sure your valves in, and again, make sure the valves support it. Spring. This goes on top of the spring. Then you take this, you see that It's got like a little nipple on the end of it. Well, this nipple is it's spring loaded. So what happens is when you, again, you're just going to hit it a whack, and when you do that, it'll allow the collets to slide into place, and then this pin will retract, and then you can take your tool away, and your valve will be reinstalled. So it's pretty simple. Not a lot to it. I'll show you that when I'm rebuilding this engine. I'm gonna do this 16 times, right? So I'll show you how that works. Put those back where they belong. And yeah, that's the Lyle tool. This is just a bigger one, right? So if you're doing big valves, for whatever your engine's got, it does come with a spur collet there, which I can't get out. But yeah, I mean that's the Lyle tool. I don't know the number. Maybe this has the number on it. Oh yeah, it's probably. Oh, there you go. This is a Lyle 36050. Yeah. So yeah, that's. No, there's the picture too. It even shows you here in the front what to do. So that's that kit.